coming up on At Your Leisure.
This week, tail gunner Brett Hermansen and I are hitting the trail, and this time we are venturing out of the Ticaboo Lodge to discover some magnificent scenery along the way. Then we're going to take aim with the guys from the American Fork Tunex. They are shooting some clays and showing you how to get outside and enjoy the good company of colleagues and friends, regardless of the weather. Finally, with ATV Jamboree season on the horizon, we're taking a deep dive look into one of our favorite pastimes, the ATV Rodeo. You know, it's not always the epic trip that gives you the big payoff. It can be just something around the neighborhood. Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Brett Hermansen, filling in for Rhea today. She didn't come out. Too many things named poison and bad mojo on the poison springs and different things that we have.
Literally, when I talked to her and I said, well, do you want to go on this ride? And she said, where are we going? I said, well, we're going to Arsenic Arch, and there's a Strychnine Pass. And she said, no. So Brett decided he would fill in.
I don't care. We brought our own water today, so we're not going to drink from any streams or anything. So
no, but we're out of Ticaboo, and this really is a great trip. You know, not every adventure you plan on a side-by-side has to be one of those things where you go sun up to sundown. You got a half day. This is a great trip. It's a sidebar of a larger system that Garfield County's been working on. And they're really developing the North Lake Powell region into an epic off-road destination area where you can just pick a little loop or a big loop.
Yeah, and you just take a little side road every once in a while and slow down and just take a look at the canyons, look around. Don't just go blasting through, you know, take a look around.
There is a luxury in a shorter trip, and we had to find out what some of those gems are on this trip.
This is something that I love to do. This is not only a job that I am now retired from, but it's also my hobby. I am so into geology and paleontology, and I just love getting out on these roads and exploring and discovering what's around each bend. You're always going to find something different out here, whether it's the rock formations. Here we are in the middle of the desert, and we got the Dirty Devil right behind us. If you look off to my right, you got Cedar Point, and down below, this looks like a mini Grand Canyon. The geology here is fantastic. There's Jurassic through Cretaceous behind me. So you've got over 265 million years in geological forms, which you don't see that.
So what do you think of this, Brett?
This is unbelievable. And no, we are not at the Grand Canyon. That's the Dirty Devil down there, and this is amazing.
You know, I've made an observation. I'm sitting here watching the river, and you can see it from this overlook. And for every 1 mile that the Dirty Devil goes this way, it goes 5 miles this way.
Yeah. If you were to stretch it out, it would probably go coast to coast. Really.
It'd be way bigger than your small intestine.
Yeah. A lot bigger. And that's really big, I think. You know, but this is unbelievable up here.
Well, we've got more stuff to do and more things to cover, more scenes to look at, and we've only got a couple hours to do it. So we're going to send you off to the Where To.
It's been proven that developing strong bonds with coworkers outside of the workplace boosts team performance, morale, and communication. These facts aren't lost on the team from the American Fork Tunex location. They know just how important shared activities can be, and as lovers of all things outdoors, they get out and about any way they can.
A little bit of team building exercise. We'd like to go out and do stuff. Like today we shot skeet, and we go ice fishing, and sometimes we do like bingo nights, and usually have like a couple trips a year planned.
We hunt, fish,
hiking,
camp, four-wheel,
backpacking.
bow fish. I mean, if it's outdoorsy, we do it. Utah offers everything. Yeah, we wanted to go ice fishing, but this year's weather and that really didn't cooperate. Nowhere's got real great ice, and standing in slush doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun. So we're out at Wasatch Wing and Clay. I've got the guys with me. Oh. Just trigger therapy. So everybody needs stress reducers and a nice day, and shooting guns is always nice.
Because it's one at a time. Right.
I know I can be sometimes competitive. I mean, I'm not a great shooter, but sometimes if you just kind of get going with the guy next to you, it can be fun to just take them out when you're playing that Annie Oakley game.
The Wasatch Wing Clay is an upland game preserve as well as a shooting complex. We have trap, skeet, 5 stand and sporting clays on the clay side of things. And then we also have a pistol range for members only. And you know, we do upland game hunts from 1st of September to typically the end of March.
We're avid hunters. We have a black lab named Bella that we actually trained here at Wasatch Wing and Clay to be a hunting dog. And as soon as we get her e-collar out, she gets excited and knows we're coming and she's gonna work. And we love pheasant hunting, but at least we'll see birds here. There's not enough public land that has pheasants, so this is a guaranteed we'll see them.
So our upland hunting goes from September 1st to about the end of March. We offer pheasants, chukar, and quail when available. We have about 6,000 acres that we utilize. Log on to our website, wasatchwingandclay.com, and all of our information is on there, as well as membership signups, or you can just come out and see us in person and sign up with us in person.
So we're in American Fork. I've been a co-owner of it for 18 years now, and sole owner of it for the last 6 with my wife.
It's a good laid-back atmosphere, and we take care of our customers really well, and they, you know, in turn take care of us.
Come down, we're pretty chatty, so if you like to hunt or fish, we'll talk for hours.
Everybody needs to be outdoors sometimes. You need to shoot a gun or climb a mountain and just get away from, you know, the day-to-day grind.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew, with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
You've seen the pictures on social media. Now experience them for yourself in Ticaboo. On the border of Lake Powell, Ticaboo twists the adventure and takes you on rides into slot canyons and overlooks, around mountains and through environments unchanged in thousands of years. It's time to unplug and recharge. Ticaboo, Utah.
Before you pack the car,
Before you plan the route, make sure your vacation
be the one you always dreamed of.
with a pre-trip visit to Tunex.
locally owned,
regionally connected,
Tunex can get you on the road
and keep you there.
no matter where you travel in Utah.
from timing belts to oil changes,
Transmission service or new brakes.
a towing upgrade or even a tune-up.
We have the certified technicians
To do the job right, there's a Tunex near you.
Find it at tunex.com.
The Sportsman's Vacation and RV Show, February 15th through the 18th at Mountain America Expo.
Find your new RV, motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, accessories, and more.
Buy at the show and save with special show financing.
Book fishing and travel destinations.
Dutch oven and outdoor cooking.
Register to win an Alaskan fishing trip. Buy tickets online and save $2 at UtahRVShow.com.
1280 The Zone invites you to the RV Show February 15th through the 18th.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Scott Huntsman at my Tunex shop in South Jordan. This is what's new this week. You remember on Ruby Red, not long ago, we installed the diabolical Slipstream security enclosure. A wonderful product that I just love. It's still in great shape, gives me great security. I'm really good with the way it stores things and keeps it secure. They also have added accessories to these products. So what we're going to do today is we're going to add on this marine foam pad that's a deck to the top of it. It's a non-slip surface so that we strap things to the top of this, it won't slip around, and the MOLLE panel. The MOLLE panel attaches underneath. This allows us to store small parts, small pieces, very nicely tucked away. It's going to be a simple installation, a simple upgrade. Let's get inside and let's take a look and see what it takes to get this on. These MOLLE panels here, very nicely made. They're aluminum, pre-drilled, and so is the base enclosure. So real simple. You just simply lay it upon, line up the holes, but I can very much assure that they're all going to fall right into place. And I would start them first, and then we'll click them down with the rivet gun. And I'll start at the center, and I will work out so that it irons itself down very nice and flat. Last rivet. Nice. Now, with that, these MOLLE panels are very well secured to this top panel assembly. They're not going to rattle. As you can see, the finish on these is great. This wrinkle finish with the powder coat is wonderful. I can now strap tools to this, as many as I would like, a small shovel, whatever the case may be. It gives me a lot of options in storing my off-road equipment, and securely because it'll never be shown. This is the bottom side of the main panel. All right, guys, last step. I've got the first panel of foam installed. Wanted to make sure it was all cleaned off really good. Nothing on it. This is a one and done deal. You got one chance to stick this stuff down. Grab the adhesive and just start laying it down. Making sure I'm still good. I am. These are cool. They're gonna offer such a great non-slip surface to this, and very durable with this marine padding. Wow, look at that. Just like a pro did it. Okay guys, project complete. Now, this MOLLE panel, really nice on the secondary. You can see I fold it down. I tied a couple of things to the primary side here, just to show that you could strap about anything that you wanted to either one of those. Quick flip. I've got my non-skip surface right there. I could strap down my cooler. I could put my Carnage welder up here. Everything will strap down. It's not gonna slide around. Really, really very nice. Shut the door, and that whole thing is secure. What a great product. Diabolical makes wonderful stuff, and we are a retailer for them, so we sell and install their products. Give us a call if you're interested. I'm Scott Huntsman. More at your leisure in a moment.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Work hard, play hard. That's how the Stedman's family has done it for over 50 years. Come jump on or into your new side-by-side, ATV or dirt bike, and make your own trail with Stedman's in Tooele, your dealer for sales, service, and accessories. Looking for road bikes or e-bikes? We have those too. Go online or come in today and see the Stedman's family and check out their incredible line from only the best: Yamaha, Honda, CF Moto, Polaris, and Beta.
You might think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
The day starts. You have your family by your side. The horizon is your playground. In the heart of Utah Trail Country, you find Richfield, where friendly smiles go right along with a day of OHV exploration. Find everything from the most advanced trails to mild afternoons of family riding right on our doorstep. Richfield, the heart of Utah Trail Country.
If the winter blues have you frozen in your tracks, then break free and follow the Eagle. There are tons of great riding opportunities from Scipio to Mesquite. And Eagle's Landing is your one-stop shop to fuel you and your machine, whether you want to ride in the sun, in the sand, or hit the mountain powder. Eagle's Landing has got you covered. Eagle's Landing, with you for the long haul.
Before your tires hit the dirt, be sure you hit the Salt Lake Off-Road and Outdoor Expo. Off-roaders of all kinds will unite under one roof with more vehicles, gear, parts, and apparel than ever before. Come meet the Peck Brothers and learn how to protect your lands with the Blue Ribbon Coalition. Combustion Motorsports and Sound Warehouse welcome you to the 9th Annual Salt Lake Off-Road and Outdoor Expo at the Mountain America Expo Center in Sandy, March 1st and 2nd.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure on the Cedar Point Trail just outside of Ticaboo. And, you know, every now and then you just got to stop.
Yep, you got to get out of your machine and do a little walking.
Yep, because the trail will come to an end and there's spots that you need to walk to so that you don't mess up the tranquility of them.
Yep, and it's just some things that they can't quite get a trail to that are really interesting to see, like this arch we're going to go see.
Now, Ray says this is one of the most beautifully framed arches in the entire western United States. And Ray should know because he's been everywhere in the western United States. So I guess we should get going.
Yep, let's get going. Let's get walking.
All right.
North Lake Powell has hundreds of miles of trails in the Henry Mountains and the Robbers Roost area. And a lot of them are namesake trails. People know all about them, but there's literally hundreds of miles of spur trails that just nobody knows about. And all the spur trails take you to some really interesting places. And as you saw today, you know, the Dirty Devil Canyon, that's really iconic. It looks just like Canyonlands, but many of them bring you to arches, like the one right behind me, Arsenic Arch. And just in our immediate vicinity, we have 9 arches. And they're not on any main trail. You have to take a side trail to go find them. So at North Lake Powell Adventures, there at Ticaboo Resort, our guides are trained. They know where these places are. And that's what they do. You go in and they'll drop pins. They'll show you how to find this stuff. It's very remote. It's very isolated. So any time of the year, you could come out here on our vast trail network and really not find hardly anybody at all. It's really rare to find somebody. But if you want total isolation, come in here in the winter. We do get down in the 20s and 30s at night, but it does bounce back up in the 40s and 50s. But once that sun gets up, it's cooking. You'll start feeling warmer, and it's totally isolated. You'll be out here by yourself. As our viewers saw today, there's nobody here today but us. Everywhere you go, it's just us. Maybe a cow or two here and there, but other than that, it's just us. You can do anything on the lake from boating to kayaking and paddleboarding, but in the wintertime, you're looking more to do the desert stuff, and in the spring and the fall, which entails side-by-side ATV, UTV traffic, hiking, and canyoneering. We have guides that can take you into those canyons and drop you down using ropes, or we can show you some canyons that you can hike up into, like Leprechaun Canyon. A lot of really iconic canyons that you can go into and hike. So no matter what you want to do, it's hard to find this stuff in a guidebook. But all you got to do is pop into our North Lake Powell Adventures right there at Ticaboo Resort and say, hey, I'm looking for something fun to do. We can drop pins. We can show you exactly where to go. You'll have a good time out here. There's no doubt about it. Nobody ever leaves our area and says, I don't think I'll come back. They all say, I'm coming back.
Well, here we are at the Arsenic Arch. Thanks to North Lake Powell Adventures, we were able to find this. We'd never found it without them. Some of us made it, some of us didn't. Next, we'll see the Along the Way.
Rodeos have been around now for almost 150 years, with cowboys getting bucked into the dirt by horses and bulls, while crowds cheer and count those 8 seconds of each ride. Like most sports of its kind, Rodeo, though, has evolved over the years. They've added different events like showing roping skills or horsemanship. But now, it's the days of ATVs on the ranch and side-by-side. And rodeos have changed even more. Many events have replaced the cattle and sheep with tires and carburetors. It's the ATV rodeo, and its popularity is growing at jamborees and OHV gatherings across the country.
All right, tonight behind me is the ATV rodeo, and it can be very amusing. We do have trophies that we've had made that the top three, the first, second, third place, will get trophies for it.
Rodeo started as a way for cowboys and cowgirls to show their skills against their peers in competition. ATV rodeos follow that same principle, but here, instead of tie-down roping and steer wrestling, the competition focuses on proficiency behind the handlebars. The rules of ATV rodeos vary from event to event, but most of them do include some kind of a purse, money like they have at the traditional livestock rodeos. This financial incentive forces riders to put every effort into winning the different rounds of competition. Many of the challenges are exactly the same as they would be on a horse, except you're on wheels instead of legs.
Just like horse barrels in a rodeo, you have 3 barrels you have to go around in a certain pattern. Fastest time wins. You don't want to go outside the pattern or else you get no time. The second event is poles, and they're a set of poles that are set at equal distance, and you have to do a figure 8 pattern all the way through and all the way back.
What we call it is the blind man race, where the driver is blindfolded and the passenger tells them where to go. Some of them get funny, and you see them pointing to go this way, and the driver's blindfolded, so he can't see that they're pointing to go that way.
Being as how these are machines instead of animals, you can actually push them a little further. And so, unique obstacles have become the norm at jamborees in the western U.S. In fact, the mud pit is one of the more popular. Riders see how far they can push their machine through difficult terrain. The quad jump is another spectacle that pits rider against rider and machine against machine.
We have a set distance, and basically it's technique as far as jumping. If you're great at jumping, you're probably going to win it. So
even the kids get involved. They're performing some of the same stunts as their parents, and they even have some of the same bragging rights. It's become a real family affair now, where all ages are included. The Tri-State ATV Jamboree has not been held the last couple of years. It's all due to the COVID situation. But this year, it's back, the 16th to the 19th of March, with fun guided rides, fantastic food, and potential for thousands of dollars in prizes. Unfortunately, there's no rodeo this year, and that's due to staffing shortages. But if the rodeo is something you'd like to see in the future, organizers want to know. Talk to them when you see them at the event. For this week's Where To, I'm Terry Wood.
The Sportsman's Vacation and RV Show, February 15th through the 18th at Mountain America Expo.
Find your new RV, motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, accessories, and more.
Buy at the show and save with special show financing.
Book fishing and travel destinations.
Dutch oven and outdoor cooking.
Register to win an Alaskan fishing trip. Buy tickets online and save $2 at UtahRVShow.com.
1280 The Zone invites you to the RV Show, February 15th through the 18th.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
Before your tires hit the dirt, be sure you hit the Salt Lake Off-Road and Outdoor Expo. Off-roaders of all kinds will unite under one roof with more vehicles, gear, parts, and apparel than ever before. Come meet the Peck brothers and learn how to protect your lands with the Blue Ribbon Coalition. Combustion Motorsports and Sound Warehouse welcome you to the 9th Annual Salt Lake Off-Road and Outdoor Expo at the Mountain America Expo Center in Sandy, March 1st and 2nd.
Welcome back to Out Your Leisure. I don't remember seeing you at the Arch, Chad. Did the coyotes bring you back, or?
No, I hitched a cow out. Too long of a walk.
I see.
Anyway, while I've been waiting for these guys to get back, I've been sitting here thinking about all the wonderful things the OHV program has done with this dedicated fund dollars in this FIG grant program. This helps rural communities and organizations that are where we ride get help and assistance to make our riding better. I mean, just think of all the things they've done.
Yeah, through signs and the kiosks and even just the maps they do.
That's right. Our Outsiders.zone digital downloadable maps. That's all part of a FIG program. The equipment that they help build new trails with, the negotiating for new routes and land access, that's all part of this FIG grant program. And they've really come a long way at helping make Utah the best state in the entire country for off-highway vehicle recreation.
Yeah, and it's great out here.
It is, even when you have to ride a cow back to the...
Yeah.
Anyway, right now, let's take a look at next week's show. Next week, Rhea and I will take off without ever leaving the ground. We head to the Teton Peaks Resort in Tetonia to enjoy a day of snowplaning. Then, Scott Huntsman is back from Winter 4x4 Jamboree, but he's brought a couple of gadgets with him. He's going to share with you how cool these new off-road gadgets are. Finally, we're getting out the side-by-sides and heading out to Loa as we join the folks from Wayne County on the ride out of Bicknell to the Dark Valley OHV Trail. Now, let's take a look at our contest winner. This week, we have two contest winners. First one was submitted to us on social media by Gary Horn, and the second was submitted to us via email by Matt Barton. Now, both Gary and Matt are now the lucky winners of 4 tickets to the Salt Lake Outdoor and Off-Road Expo, which is March 1st and 2nd at the Mountain America Expo Center. This is sure to be a great time featuring all the latest and greatest of the outdoor and off-road world. Visit Slorex.com for more information. Congratulations, Gary and Matt, and be sure to call us at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize. Well, once again, North Lake Powell has proven that it doesn't matter how much time you spend here, it's going to be a perfect time. And this is a perfect time. Thank you so much, Captain Ray. It's nice and cool today. Not any people, actually.
Nobody here except us, and we always appreciate having At Your Leisure here in North Lake Powell.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, when can we come back?
Tomorrow. I think I got reservations for you guys for the next week, as a matter of fact.
All right, I'll be here tomorrow.
Well, who did that? Rhea.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, that just proves it. There's adventure around every bend.
Just got to get out there and find it.
At your leisure.
We should be on the stage. Look at that. That is style, man.